Welcome to the Cannabis Packaging Show, the world's first cannabis packaging show. This is episode number
3.
Very good. She was ready for it that time. So today's show, we've got a few things. We've got some news to cover. We have some printing techniques we want to show you guys. We have the idea of the week, and we have the Super Bowl special. I'm going to do a giveaway for Sunday's game. So this show is all about making sure you guys have beautiful cannabis packaging and having the same caliber packaging that's in the fashion world and other industries. So let's start with some news. This is a story that has come across my desk. 9-year-old accidentally shared her grandpa's marijuana gummies with her 5th grade class. To be honest, this one, I looked at it first, I said, are you kidding me? But this is the kind of stuff that's going to happen. This is the kind of stuff that we need to make sure it doesn't happen. And this is why a lot of the laws are saying that the cannabis products can't be enticing to children. You'll see that in the regulations. So from a packaging perspective, from a product perspective, it's something that we have to keep in mind. I'm not sure it's worth reading through the details of it, but this is going to happen at some period of time, and it's our responsibility to make it as minimal as possible. That is the news for the day. So let's go over some printing techniques. So again, in terms of branding, from a branding perspective, just putting your logo on a box or a bag or a jar is not really branding. It's not the way top brands look at their packaging process. So these are some examples of different printing techniques that are available to you that you should consider to have yourself stand out and also have that feeling of professionalism. That's what we want to bring to this industry. We can't be wanting to be the norm, wanting to progress this movement, and having packaging products that are not of that caliber that consumers are used to seeing. So Tal, do you want to, can someone do this?
Read one and just throw it to me.
I'm going to throw all of them. So if you want to put them in front of the camera and then kind of, see, is it a really awkward angle? All right, there you go. So why don't you narrate it too? It'll be easier.
So the first story here is The Naturalist. We chose this because a lot of companies are trying to get that earthy, weathered feel. Neutral colors, a cool craft paper, and then adding some color print. You see the green leaf there, and then a nice foil stamp to really pop off that page. So the nice muted background with a nice shiny foil really shows you that contrast and a really cool effect and look. So seeing that technique in full effect in this card, The Naturalist. That's the first line.
And that could go on a box or like a jar, right? Like that can go, because that's on paper, that's a board, but you could put that same effect on.
Absolutely. Put the same effect on label stock, on tag stock, paper stock, board stock, any of it will work.
Or plastic.
Absolutely. Printing on plastic.
The
You're not going to get that same exact craft look on a plastic base, but
yeah,
certainly get the foil on it.
Got it.
Next line is the minimalist line. So this is that real sleek, very sophisticated, but very simple look. You see it, of course, in Apple packaging. This is a really soft touch effect. So you have the paper here. You can't really see it, but when you feel it, it's almost like there's a plastic covering over it, real sleek. You see it a lot in shopping bags at some of the higher end retail stores, department stores. And then hitting it with a very hint of color, or just doing like a black and white. So again, really looking for the simplification. As Steve Jobs once said, simplicity is the finest form of sophistication. So looking at this is the minimalist line, having it be simple but really elevated at the same time.
I mean, beautiful weaving in of the Steve Jobs quote right there.
R.I.P. homie. Pour out some liquor. Next line is the artist line. So again, this is a little bit more funky, a little bit more edgy. Looking at some of the retailers we're working with in the fashion industry who do a little bit more of the crazy packaging, that real eye-catching stuff. Some stuff that even pops so hard you can see it from the parking lot, as they like to say. So this is a really cool iridescent foil. It's called an oil slick foil. You can see that different look and the effect as you turn it to the different lights, the way the light bounces off of it, really cool. And then having kind of like a gradient, almost an ombre look in the background, seeing that print pattern go from light to dark. And then again, the foil that popped off of it, giving that cool look. Artist. Next is our indica line. So we can send these samples out. Please give us a hashtag, send us samples. We can send you this package here to really give you what these effects look like and the printing techniques and how the materials work. but you can see that pattern in the background is hit with a spot UV varnish. So Tal, if you hit it, just angle it again. Yeah, so you can see that how the light bounces off of it. If you run your finger over it, it's almost like a goopy syrup. And giving that tone-on-tone look by printing a nice clear varnish with a spot UV. The light hits it and it raises up to give that goopy feel. And then you have the center, the Indica logo is printed with a foil. And the rest of the printing is just a green ink or black ink with the lettering. So again, all of these you can see the combination of printing, foil, different colors, and then a cool technique or effect to really make your brand stand out. Again, we did this program, a sativa line. So again, the purple base, that foil, that shiny purple foil to make that stand out a little bit, and then 2, 3, 4 colors to make your logo pop. Again, a little bit more edgy, a little bit more towards the the funky printing. But again, any color combination can work with a number of different foils to show that contrast. You have the modernist, again, more of that just sleek, sophisticated, simple. Some of the stuff that we can show gets really crazy, but we always want to keep in mind price is definitely something that we want to be focused on. So we like to show the good, better, best options. If you want the best, you can do foils and you can get crazy with spot UV varnishes, different type of materials, different type of techniques and colors. Or if you want to get down and dirty and just do printing on board like you see here, we can still come up with a really awesome pattern. Our branding development team is just fantastic at this. We do it for all the major names in fashion, and we're happy to do it here. So you can see just the different printing techniques we can come up with just a simple ink and baseboard material.
Come on. I'll be at my desk.
We just had one of our finest engineers in the industry exit. He's been with us for 30 years. We wish we had him in camera. You'll see him later.
Should we get him back on camera?
No, we call him the Pez dispenser. We'll see Pez later on in another episode. This is vintage. This is a really cool board. It's, again, that weathered look, looking really rustic and old, almost like it's been through the years as Pez has of wear and tear.
Oh. That's not right.
and then hitting that with a nice print and foil. And then finally, this is actually glitter infused varnish. So in our varnish, in the makeup of the liquid varnish, we actually put a glitter in there, and you can hit it same way you print out a spot UV varnish to show a different logo or pattern or print. You can actually hit that with a different glitter. So the glitter comes out, as you see here in the top, the leaf, and then you see the foil stamping leaf in the bottom, so giving it, again, that contrast, those two different variations of techniques of how you can get across your message. So, like I said, show me samples, hashtag, we'll send you this kit. You can really touch, feel. We want to give you the ingredients that you have to work with to inspire your teams, to work with our teams, and develop a fantastic brand that really resonates with your consumer. Makes the world of difference.
Very nice. Yeah, like we were saying, our packaging in our industry should be no different from other industries. So whether it's something you buy that inspires you, going to the market, seeing what's in there, the mall, the market, it's a great place to start. Now, Talia, it's time for the item of the week. Let's see if you give a good throw and catch. All right, so this is a fashion product, and it could be adapted to the cannabis world, whether it be vapes, whether it be certain edibles with a food contact service on the inside. But this is a flip-top box.
Put it up a little bit.
A little bit higher. This is a flip-top box with foil printing, with a soft touch paper, with a magnetic closure.
Show the magnetic closure again.
Yeah, go ahead.
So really cool. This is a magnet closure here. Really nicely displays the product. If you want to hold it open, it can also display it like this. So both
snaps
ways.
Right in place. So these are just some examples of things that you can do to be different.
Put it up more if you
All
want.
right, I'm really failing with the
okay.
camera right now.
Okay.
Just to be different, to stand out. If you're looking for elegance, this is a version. You could do a less expensive version too as well. So that's the item of the week. And now, our Super Bowl giveaway. We're in New England here. We're Pats fans. Hope that doesn't turn off too many people.
Brady.
So we're going to do our giveaway based on Sunday's game. So Talia, you're going to be deciding Is the prize going to be a $500 packaging credit, or is it going to be, and you hate being put on the spot, or a $100 Amazon gift card to the person who can, the first person to comment or email Talia at contempopackaging.com. Packaging credit. All right, so it's a $500 packaging credit. If you pick the final score, Patriots versus Eagles, email Talia at contempocard.com or put it in the comments below. The first person will win a $500 packaging credit. And that's the show. Thanks for watching. Thank you for being you, and we'll see you next week.